In yesterday's class, we just completed about the pregnancy care. So we have seen two stages of women's life. First one is the childhood area. The second one is the middle age. Today we are just moving to the most awaited part of the thing, which is nothing but menopause. Okay. Many people are interested only in the last part. Okay. Okay. Any questions regarding the childhood understanding of doshas, principles in Ayurveda, your reproductive stage? Any doubts? How many of you are new for this class? A lot of people are there. Okay. So just giving a small explanation about our previous classes. We divide the life into three stages. So the childhood stage is predominant of one quality in our body, which is nothing but kapha dosha, which is a combination of two elements called as earth and water. Is it clear? So when the quality keeps changing, there is a change as a symptom in every individual. So when we move from the childhood period to the middle age, there is a transition stage. The women enters puberty, the first stage of menarche starts, and where the quality of doshas comes into your role and balancing your reproductive cycle throughout your middle age will have a great impact on your old age. Do you agree with this statement? Okay. So it's most important to understand the reproductive cycle every month. The normal menstruation, as explained in our classical text, is nothing but the blood should be fresh in color, bright red in color, without any symptoms. There should not be any back pain, abdominal cramps, vomiting, headache. It should have completely normal without any symptom. Only then it's called as normal menstruation. If we add these cycles every year, then the transition period from your perimenopause to menopause, then aging, everything happens very smoothly. When we speak about the word menopause, it's nothing but the stoppage of your menstrual cycle for minimum 12 continuous cycles, at least for 12 months, for 1 year. It varies from person to person. It's not the same. Some people will have a sudden stoppage without any symptoms. Some people will have 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, then there is a stoppage. For each individual, according to your constitution, it keeps changing. Do you understand the word? What is your constitution? So that is again a group of qualities. Every one you name, we understand them by group of qualities, which is nothing but the base in Ayurveda, whether it's a treatment, whether it's a medicine, whether it's understanding a person or a disease, everything is nothing but a change in your qualities. And menopause, it's not explained as a disease in Ayurveda. It's not a disease. Do you agree? Yes, it's not a disease. It's very clearly said in Ayurveda. It's a transitional phase. That's it. And no textbooks in Ayurveda have mentioned this under a disease category. But they have mentioned about the menstrual cycle. The beginning of the age is 12 to 14 years, and the age of when the menstrual cycle stops at the age around 45 to 55 years. Each acharyas gives different age group, but it again varies from person to person. So there is an age limit and there is a stoppage of menstruation. This is what all of us know commonly. But when we see from a philosophical aspect of Ayurveda, it's called as successful aging. Do you agree with this word, successful aging? Yes, yes. So it's most important in today's world. People are really scared about menopause because of its complications and various symptoms. Okay, it's called a successful aging because we are in our culture we divide our life into 4 different stages. Roughly, we are taking our lifespan for 100 years. Roughly, okay. So the first step till from birth to 25 years, it's called as brahmacharya, which is nothing but we dedicate our life in just learning process. We are just trying to increase our conscious level. Okay. The second stage is called as grihastha. Grihastha is that you get married, you get committed to all the life's changes, a lot of crisis happens, and this period is considered to be the most auspicious period because we are allowed to do only rituals after marriage. Many rituals you cannot do when you are not married. So the next stage of life is called as vanaprastha. So like around for example, at the age of 50, at the end of 50, you have lived your life, you have completed, you understood a lot of things about life. When there is a sense of fullness within you, you start getting detached from this worldly affairs. This is the most important stage where we have lived, we have enjoyed, we know what it is, and slowly just taking back. It's enough for me. I'm done. I know what's happening. I've experienced everything, but I'm not attached with this life. How many of you are in Vanaprastha stage? Great. Okay. Can we see our menopause as a Vanaprastha stage? Yes. So this is the most important first step in understanding. We are entering to a different phase of life. It's not only for women, it's also for a male. They just get retired, they get a shock. What I'm going to do at home. Okay, that's why you see many women get heart attack between the age for 55 to 65. The fear creates a problem. That's why there is lot of mental factors attributing to psychosomatic diseases. Today's world, we end up with lot of disease. It starts from either, as we discussed before, what is the root cause of any disease? Do you remember? What is the root cause for all disease? Imbalance by ahara and vihara, which is nothing but your food and lifestyle. It's universal for every one of us. The second step is our mental stability. Whatever happens, there is a fear, there is a grief, we are anxious, we are nervous. Do you agree with this statement? Yes. So there is a relation between body and mind which creates an impact in our system, which has a lot to discuss in a menopause case. In this transmission period, as we discussed, the childhood is predominant of what dosha? Kapha. When we enter into the middle age, there is a predominant of, can you attribute some qualities to pitta dosha? Anger. For pitta? Okay, when it is more you get. Okay. What are the qualities of Agni, of fire? When you think of fire, what do you feel? Hot. Okay, so that's a quality. We are just speaking about the quality. It's not about a unknown terminology and I won't explain anything. It's just about fire. What do you think of fire? Immediately you feel hot. What do you think about water? What is its qualities? Cold. So fire and water together make an element. That is a combination. So any change we keep moving. And this is the transmission period. From your fire and element, you are entering to the next step, which is predominant of Vata, which is nothing but air and space. What is the quality of air and space? Light. Lightness. Okay. Then dryness. Yes, very good. Anything else? Just think about the space, think about the wind. There is movement, right? There is always movement. And there is dryness. Chalatva. Movement is there. Tatra ruksho lago shita kara sukshma chala unelaga. It's very small, visible. Sukshma, kara, which is rough. So these are the qualities. So there is a huge transmission from the nature of the qualities from our body. We are entering into a just opposite qualities. As you all know, there is one common system which is very clearly attributing to the change of Vata dosha is nothing but the dryness. Okay. When there is dryness, what happens in our system? Stiffness, yes. Slow down. Okay. Can we attribute this dryness to degenerative process in our body? No. Yes. See, degeneration. So there is no regeneration. The body is not able to regenerate. That is what is called as aging. Okay. That is a stage where we stop to regenerate new things into our system. The ability to regenerate new things in our body is called as aging. And we always call this body as Sharira in Ayurveda, which is called as Shiryate Anena Idi Sharira, which is nothing but that which undergoes a decay, which keeps changing all the time. So there is regeneration, which is leading, there is no regeneration, which is leading to degeneration. So this understanding is most important before you enter into this Vanaprastha stage of your life. It's not a disease. Okay, so there is a shift of qualities from one stage to another, and during this shift, This transition is difficult to manage because we are not maintaining our system. Okay. If we have managed our symptoms comfortably, if you had a normal cycle, you balanced your food, your lifestyle, this transition is very comfortable. Most of the women doesn't know what is menopause. Do you agree? Our grandmothers, our forefathers, they have not even know the word what is menopause. They hardly know about it. They said one stage it stopped and I forget about it and I don't remember when it happened. That is how they try to explain to their next generation. But today we can see in our clinics at the age of 35 we have patients. They say I'm in perimenopause, premenopause. See, that is a fear that you are going to end up with some difficulties. This fear attributes to increase your vata dosha. This fear will lead to dryness in your body. And this dryness, all this causes as an impact on your tissues. So there are 7 tissues in our body. So slowly we enter into a stage where your dhatus are getting kshaya. It is getting depleted. When the dhatus undergo a depletion, when the tissues undergo depleted, do you feel we have anything good out of it? No, there is no, already there is degeneration, already there is this, and there is a tissue depletion, there is a stoppage of menstruation. That's all. And it is not having a complete energy to take it forward. And we end up with different symptoms according to our accumulation of doshas. Each one will not have all symptoms together. And as per your daily routine, as per your seasonal regime, and whatever you have accumulated, you manifest 3 to 5, 7 symptoms accordingly. So just an example, we have, we'll start with one case where the patient is presenting with a stoppage of menstruation for 6 months, that's all. And after 6 months, suddenly she get a menstruation which was bleeding continuously. And she cannot stop for 10 days, 15 days. She said, I am in a menopause change, and she's trying to calm, she's cooling down and doing everything without medications. Okay. But when it is exceeding 20 days, when it's exceeding 25 days, naturally you get tensed about it. You're not feeling comfortable about it. You should understand this stage with the predominance of qualities. Just I'm making you to understand in terms of qualities. Okay. When the flow is there, what are you reminding of the flow? Which quality? Which element's quality is that? Water. Then, and when the flow is more, how do you feel with yourself? Hot, tensed. Which is a quality of fire element. So there is a prakopa of pitta dosha. When the flow is more, when you pour water, it keeps flowing. That is the nature of water. So there is a movement, which movement itself is identified there, and it's continuously flowing without stoppage on its own, and the lady get different symptoms like anger, hot flushes, irritation, irritability, eczemas. In some cases they even end up with arthritis. Okay, so understanding the predominant of qualities leading to a symptom, then managing the cause makes a difference in menopause. So the main reason is that your tissues undergoes depletion. That is dhatu kshayam. That is the reason for your changes. Okay. So how to balance this change? Any idea? Pardon? Lifestyle. Yeah. Can you give me an example from yesterday's class, day before class? Resting more. Okay. Good sleep. This is what I needed. Okay. So the first thing, foremost thing, we have to reduce the movement, right? Movement increases vada. Do you agree? Yes. And we are constantly thinking about, and this never stops. Even sleep, we get dreams. We don't sleep in a comfortable zone. It's not a deep sleep. It's very superficial sleep. So when the sleep is normal, we are making a point to stop the excessive quality of a mind. Is it true? So when the mind is calm, imagine your quality of sleep. Next day, how do you feel? Pardon? Fabulous. Okay, fantastic. You feel fresh. I'm ready for the day. Go to class at 8 o'clock. Okay. If it is 365 days, how do you feel your energy levels? Amazing. Energy levels. The most important, the first thing we sleep, if you don't sleep in the night, the next day we say we are fatigued, we don't feel like moving out of the bed. We don't start the day as if it is wanted. Okay, we are pushing ourselves to move forward. This quality of dryness, which is created by inadequate sleep of the last night, increases one of the doshas in your body, and this leads to different complications. You see, in menopause, 90% of the women suffer from insomnia. 90% of the women, it's not one or two. You can see multiple people, and they slowly started having sleeping pills. They start with antidepressant pills, they end up with sleeping pills. Slowly, they take off different systems, different therapies to have a natural sleep, which is not going to happen in the next few years. Because once you are on this cycle, you don't know to break this cycle. The first step is breaking these old habits, especially with sleep disorders. People with sleep disorders, there is no pattern, there is no routine into your system. So what we do is to create a new habit. When we create a new habit, when we break our old habits. Okay. At what time all of you go to bed yesterday? 10 o'clock. Okay. Okay. So I will not speak about today. In general, we'll speak. What is your time to going to your bed? 8:30. Perfect. Anyone else? Midnight. Okay. After midnight. Okay. After midnight. Do you work after sunset? Not really. You work. It's a different climate here, true. Very less. Okay. So like the understanding here is beginning with your meal timing. So we really want to have minimum 2 hours of gap between your dinner and your sleeping time. Okay. As per our shastras in our culture, we are not allowed, or it's not good to do anything after sunset. Once the sun set, it means it's done. Even reading is not allowed as per our shastra. You should not do anything that provokes your mind, was the idea. So we keep thinking about anything you read, anything you listen to, or you just even watch your mobile, you are giving information for the mind to keep it active. It is not relaxing, it is not in a stage of calming. So you don't able to fall into sleep. That's the most difficult thing to treat in Ayurveda. Okay, some people sleep easily and they wake up in between, that is a different complaint. But unable to fall into sleep is the most difficult task in nowadays, because they don't know how to sleep. Because you are more active, you are more energetic at the night, you want to do something, and you become more anxious and restless. You can see what is the quality that is increasing within you at that time when you become restless. Vata. There is a dryness, there is lot of movement. You are not able to sit and relax. How many of you can sit without doing anything at home? Be true to yourself. Are you able to sit for a few minutes at home without doing anything, just being with you? Good. This is what we want to start practicing to prevent this transition in a comfortable zone. It's not you sit for 2 hours lying down, not doing anything. It's not being the active part. Just trying to understand is that you just sit consciously aware of what is happening to you, or you become anxious, or you're relaxing, or you're able to take this up into your life. Just 2 to 3 minutes. Then close your eyes for 2 minutes. Understand the visual behind you. Make a call. Then start moving. No need to sit and to do anything. Okay. And the most important practice we advise for all patients after sunset, don't read. No mobiles. No, today electronic gadgets has become an addiction. So we have included as an addiction is electronic gadgets as one point in our case sheet. So everyone start using it. You know, keeping awake at night is a common cause to increase Vata dosha. See, any age group. See, we divide night into 3 stages. The first part of the night is predominant of Kapha dosha. See, naturally we are biologically made in such a way to fall into sleep only during this period. You take a child anywhere, even they are in an open space, they will fall asleep by 7, 8 o'clock. That is how they are made up of. But as an adult, we force ourselves not to sleep. We control our natural urges and we train ourselves. We make an habit, only at 10 I will sleep. Only at 11 I will go to this room. Only then I will switch off. We have so much of mindset, so we don't want to sleep. And sleep and bowels, what we are discussing about yesterday, is also 50% is an habit and 50% body does. Pardon? Okay. See, again, anything you read, it gives an information to you. It's a novel, it's a scripture, it's a religious thing, whatever it might be, you are awakening your mind. See, in olden days, there is a practice. You can see many kings, they will have a set of musicians. They don't read. The musicians will start playing. You will be having all the political pressures and everything. You will just listen to the music, go back to sleep, and next day is ready for a war. That is how the life keeps going. It's not you no need to go for a war. You have to work. But how much you have a quality sleep will make you to work actively, and that moment you will take a good decision. That is why it is important and key in Ayurveda. 70% of your problems are solved if you have a quality sleep. To have a quality sleep, we should know what pushes us behind. What are the factors doesn't make you to fall into sleep? You have to work on that. So you start preparing yourself. You keep observing yourself. You know, this makes me to sleep fast. I would suggest after dinner a short walk for 5 minutes. Not a long walk, open, nothing. Just for 5 minutes inside your house. And after 5 minutes, just do listen to some instrumental music. Have you heard of Veena? How many of you know Veena? V-E-E-N-A. Good. So you can get the help of them. You just type Veena and you get an instrument. It has a greater impact on your mind. It works on your parasympathetic nerves that induces sleep so that you can fall asleep comfortably. It's not about a song, it's not about the words that you listen to. It's just an instrumental music. Yes. Veena. V-E-E-N-A. It's an Indian instrument, just an instrument. If you like, whatever instrument you like, but this will be my first choice. Yes. Sitar, yeah, but it's a small difference. But see, this is a very important, because when we are discussing about pregnancy, there is a ritual in our culture. It's called as what do you call Seemantham. For the pregnant women, we do baby showers. So we invite all family and friends, and we have a ritual that we encourage the mother and we welcome the baby into our family. So the first instrument we play for welcoming is Veena. So the baby start listening to this instrument. You didn't know that? Okay. So in olden days, but we have skipped everything. Now just they do put bangles, decorations and photo shoot, that's it. We have left all the important aspects of the concept of the rituals. We take only the lightest part, which is most convenient for us, and we practice it. That's a very important stage. As you know, there are, as we are really speaking about the sound therapy, this is the first element that is formed in the baby. When the baby is conceived in the womb, the first thing that it can, the sense organ that is developed is the ears. It can listen to the sounds. So that's most important. They start playing different types of instruments. And we keep speaking. That's why we say there is a manasika connection between the mother and the baby. We should start speaking to them a lot. And all other sense organ develops. Similarly, when we start aging, we slowly lose our sense organs, right? We lose the sense of taste, smell, sight, and the last thing is our ears. So we start from there, we end here. That's why in olden days, when the people are in their last stage, they keep chanting, they do some shlokas, mantras, as if they hear the same names and they go above. So the connection, we start from Akasha and end with Akasha. We start from the space and end with the space. This is most important transmission. So just listening to an instrument music can change you a lot. This is a unique procedure in our culture. Early morning, there is a music to listen, so you awaken system with new energies or sound. And in the night, we play a different mantras or shlokas. We call it as Lalita Sahasranama. Lalita is a goddesses, and Sahasra means thousand, Nama means name. So we chant 1,000 names of Lalita Sahasranama, which is nothing but a group of sounds. You just see from an aspect of a sound. When we keep continuously listening to this sound, your sympathetic and there are two nerves. This parasympathetic nerve calms down. All people have done a research now and they found that that makes a difference. This is played in all our temples in the night, so that they put the deity to sleep. So before putting the deity to sleep, they chant Lalita Sahasranama. And in the early morning, they chant Vishnu Sahasranama. Vishnu is the god Lord Narayana, and Sahasra is 1,000, and Nama means name. So we chant 1,000 names of Vishnu Sahasranama. So you're awakening the god with a good mood, with positive energy, so he's ready to take up all our problems. Okay. So this chanting, and whatever you believe in, whichever mantra you are comfortable, whichever instruments you are feeling good, that makes you to connect with your soul, you start listening to them. Whether it's a mantra, whether it's a chanting, or whether it's just a music, whatever it is. But make sure you spend minimum 10 to 20 minutes a day listening to that. That's the best stress reliever. And you will have a quality sleep which can prevent so many diseases, preventing degeneration. This degeneration will prevent you from getting depletion of your tissues in a very comfortable age. As we age, we will be degenerated for sure, and we cannot escape out of it. But this transition is very comfortable. As per Ayurveda, we feel a lot of emphasis of menstrual cycle in the reproductive period of your life. This is why we repeatedly say maintain yourself. Maintenance is most important, is lagging in our, especially for women, we don't maintain at all. We create a problem, we stretch it to the as much as possible, and when it is about to break, we come to a doctor, to a clinic. Then we start from there and try to change our food habits and lifestyle, and it's very difficult to go back to the stage where we start. Is it true? You don't see your body only from menopause. You see from display how you felt in your childhood, how you were in your teenager, what is the energy you felt when you were in 30s. So you see there is a comparison. This is a positive change. As I told you, as plants are growing, you are also growing. You are not aging. Don't take aging is only old age. I'm aging, I will have memory loss. You put all negative thoughts into your mind and you keep repeatedly chanting that I'm having a memory loss, I'm not looking good, I'm having wrinkles on my face. You just give only these thoughts to your mind. You are feeding your mind with negative impressions. You don't feel I am becoming matured. I'm the most respectful person in this stage. I'm entering Vanaprastha part of my life. I'm going to get detached from all my worldly affairs and I'm going to look better and becoming more conscious should be your thought. Shall we start from here? Yes. You look more beautiful when you age. You are the most respected person in the world. You know that? Yes. It's not because of the age. It's because of your awareness that you have understand the life. You lived it to the fullest and you have started moving to the next level of consciousness. This is what you have to understand as you move from one part of your life to the next part of your life. And slowly you start accepting the last stages more comfortably. How many of you like sunset? How many of you like sunrise? This is how our life is. See, like when we speak about sunrise, what we feel? Is it beautiful? It's energetic? Really? Yes. And what is how you look at sunset? Calm. Okay. So birth is like a sunrise. It's beautiful. It's more energetic. But aging and getting into menopause is like our sunset. We are becoming slowing down. We are setting our life. It's more calm. It's beautiful. It's fabulous. It's wonderful. How you see is depending upon your soul and the reflection is seen outside. Do you agree? Yes. Can we enjoy menopause now? Yes. It's not a disease. That's why I said we are going to enjoy it. It's not a disease. It's not a problem.
So when you go and see the doctor and they say, oh, well, your hormones are changing,
No, it's true, no? Your hormones are changing. It's true. We also know that, right? The change is what I say, you start accepting it's at its change. And it is not a pathology, it is not a disease process. It is an indication. See, you become pregnant, your body will become big. We all know that. It's a change. But you don't look beautiful, it's up to you. How we take this into it. This is the most beautiful part of my life. I enjoyed to the core. It's not same with all. We see it's only as a problem. That's why it's very difficult. There is a hormonal change. Of course, yes. That's why we are undergoing a change. There is a symptom that is seen. You are easily getting changed with different symptoms. You are anxious, you get irritated, you get hot flushes. You cannot explain. And you know you are not like this before. So there is a stage of awareness between how you are 10 years back and how you are now. And you don't understand this balance. Once you start accepting and balancing, you can make your daily routine to accept this change in a comfortable zone, so you age successfully.
And naturally without any...
See, if the middle age is taken care of comfortably, this Dhadukshaya will not happen in a depleting phase. If it is not taken care, then we end up with a problem. That's why we started with the first slide, Swasthasya Swasthya Rakshanam Adurasya Vigara Prashamnam, which is prevention and maintenance is more important in Ayurveda than the treatment aspect. So if you have prevented your body, if you have worked well with your middle age, when we have taken the Ahara and Vihara into core principles of your life, you don't even felt that is a transition. Yesterday someone was coming and telling they had see, she had a menopause, she didn't even had any symptoms. It's not we speak only about our place. So you see, we have many people even in your country. Absolutely zero. I'm so happy to hear, and she came and expressed her changes within us. This is the real way. We are not just speaking in scriptures or something which is abnormal, out of the box. It is the real way. It's normal. How you have normal delivery is becoming abnormal nowadays. It's very common to have C-section. If you have normal delivery, they come and, oh, you had a normal delivery. It becomes like an exclamatory mark, right? Abnormal becomes normal and normal becomes abnormal nowadays. So it's most important to understand. It's not a disease. It's just a combination of few symptoms where it indicates we are not maintaining well. I think I had a question. Anyone has a question? Yes.
Yes, so you mentioned that to eat 2 hours before going to bed.
Yes.
And how much before you will stop reading or any screen or anything?
Prefer before 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And
it means you should have early dinner and you to go to bed in the first part of the night by around 9:30.
So 3 hours, around 3-4 hours before, no reading and no... Okay.
So you no need to give always information to your mind. It has so much, it is already loaded with lot of data and information. And you have to systematically dedicate time to give information. We want you to be active throughout your life. This is very important in Ayurveda. We always say to all our patients who are at 80 and 90s, you need to be active. It's not you just all the time lying down in the bed and counting your days, thinking this has happened at my 30. It's not so. They just keep walking, they're exploring, they're understanding sunrise and sunset in a comfortable zone, which is most important. So you plan your day. When you're organized, 50% of the problem is solved. Just dedicate some time, just one day with you. Plan everything. Then you start implementing in the first, we are in the first part of the month. So August, you start today. Today is Sunday. From Monday till the next Sunday, I'm going to do this. At the end of Sunday, just review yourself. Just put a tick mark. Whatever you planned, you executed. Whatever you planned, you could not execute it. And what is the setbacks? Why it is not progressing? When you have this review at the end of August 31st, you could feel you have already done something which you really wanted to do for so many years. Yes. Okay.
Reasonably well through middle age, but obviously like I'm from London,
Okay.
and it's stressful, and a single mother and blah. And I would like to do panchakarma maybe once a year.
Okay.
Can I recoup some of the energy that I lost in
Yes.
the middle age?
Okay. Definitely yes. See, Panchakarma is a solution. Okay, as we have discussed, we don't know what is the doshic level in the body. There are a lot of changes. As we give a car for a maintenance every year, the car just we use for driving maybe 2 hours, 3 hours a day, but it is important to do a service. Do you agree? Yes. If a machine needs a service and the body which is working 365 days, definitely there will be wear and tear which is not visible to us. Only when you have a swelling externally we can feel. If it is same happening with your internal organs, how we can see? Until we end up with a disease. See, like a blood pressure, nobody knows it's as a symptom. Only when you have a heart attack, you know, I would have had blood pressure, I should have started going for a walk. We all regret that something should have happened before. I'm saying start now. Panchakarma can help you in any ways, and it's also done for a healthy individual. It's not only for a diseased person. It's for maintenance. We always ask the couple who are planning for conception to come to clinic to undergo Panchakarma. Before you start, make the environment clean, comfortable. Then you plant the seed, it comes just like that.
I don't know what the...
Okay. I'll explain. Yes, I'll explain. Same question. Okay. So Pancha Karma. So there are Pancha means 5. Karma means therapeutic procedures. So there are 5 main procedures by which the body eliminate toxins. So as we have discussed, there is a cause for every problem. So there is a cause, there is an effect. You have taken something wrong, you have a diarrhea, you understand it's because of food poisoning or something. So there is always a cause and you get an effect. So it is manageable. In 1 day it subsides, the diarrhea stops, the vomiting stops, you come back to normalcy. But if it is continuing every month, for example, if the vomiting doesn't stop for 7 days, definitely it is entering into a different part of our life. So it affects different systems, and it's an ongoing process, like arthritis, like a lot of diseases. So there is only an accumulation of this toxins. So to a stage, it makes you immobile. So the normal activities of the body is not able to function. In that case, even after giving some medications, when we try to correct the system, the body will not respond. So this is a stage where Panchakarma comes into the role. As I said, it's also done for preventing and maintaining the health of a healthy individual. And if you have a disease, we do this treatment. After a detailed consultation, after understanding the case of the patients, we start with 2 important aspects. One is the internal medication, the other part is the external treatments. So internal medication includes lot of herbal decoctions, powders, lechem and so on. And it is unique for each individual. Along with that, we take you to some external treatments like Snehana, Svedana. Snehana is nothing but oleating the system. We are preparing you for elimination. So there are some preparatory procedures to undergo to reach elimination. It's not just you come, we give something, you go to toilet, it is not so. Okay, so that is a stage because it's a functional unit. There are a lot of systems working together. So to have this elimination, we have to undergo different stages of treatment, and we plan for purification on a particular day. And after purification, we do some treatments externally to maintain that stage. So it's been done for 3 weeks, it's done for 2 weeks according to your problems, and it depends upon the stage of the disease. Okay. Am I clear? Okay. How many of you have undergone Panchakarma? Nikki was there. So, okay. She's our patient. She was with us for last 2023, I think so. Who has undergone Panchakarma with us for 3 weeks. Okay. See, if you don't have a disease, only once if you have done, and you come back and start maintaining by yourself. It is not necessary that all should come to one clinic and get admitted and undergo a treatment. It's not, we don't recommend that actually as per Ayurveda. You should know to maintain everything by yourself. Okay, only when the system is not able to maintain, you need the help of a physician. Otherwise, you are the best doctor. Your body knows you for the last 50, 60 years, more than us. So just keep listening to it. This is the difference what we don't listen to ourselves. I'm hungry, we don't give food. I'm thirsty, we don't drink water. We suppress the natural urges continuously. When you keep suppressing, it causes a depletion. It increases vada, it leads to different complications. Just keep listening to them. And when you follow this rhythm, just start from today, at the end of this month, you can make a change. And this change will have a great impact when you start aging. Okay. Yes.
How that changes.
Okay.
And then also about your eating habits. You mentioned about fasting to control urges and things like that. And, you know, especially when you know that you might be a certain dosha.
Okay.
So if you fast, that might increase a certain amount. So it's balancing.
So you can ask a question so everyone can hear better.
Yeah, I was just asking about, could you mention how our exercise pattern should change from sort of our middle age to vanaprastha period? We might feel energetic and want to do what we did before, and just balancing that, and the dangers of just carrying on in the same habit. And then secondly, to talk about how our eating habits should change, how you expect it to change, rather than how we feel it should change, because that might not necessarily be correct. For example, like fasting and things like that.
Okay. So the most important point to discuss when we discuss about menopause. So the first thing, thank you so much. The first thing when we discuss about this aging, this transmission, everything, that starts from the food. Okay, food is your base, and what you consume is you. This should be your dialogue, that you keep it on your dining table before you start consuming your food. Okay, you repeat the statement to yourself. Then make a choice of starting. The first step when you eat is that only eat when you are hungry. This is the basic foundation. You should never cross this line. Only when you are hungry, you are going to have your food, whatever the thing is. And this makes the system more comfortable for this transmission without any accumulation of toxins. We don't want our body to keep accumulating so many unwanted factors into the system, which prevents from moving forward. So eating meal on proper timing. Again, you eat at 10 o'clock one day, 4 o'clock one day, 9 o'clock at one day, and it's very random and erratic. The system will be very difficult. So when you are hungry, you are practicing it on a daily basis, just listening to your system. It becomes more automatic. You no need to even see the clock. At 12 o'clock every day, there will be an appetite and you start having your lunch. If you are having hunger, you can just see it, turn back and see it's 12. It works perfectly. I think many of you have experienced this before. Do you? Yes. So it's very important to eat meal on proper timing only when you are hungry. This is what is highly recommended in today's world. Okay. Okay. This is what, we didn't finish this point. It's okay. See, how we eat matters. The next thing, it's not only the choice you make. Apart from what you consume, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of food. It's just very important in Ayurveda to understand the quality of a substance rather than the quantity of a substance. It's not that you eat more, I eat 6, 7, it's not the numbers. Once you start consuming food in a proper place, and when you get satisfaction, that is the point you should stop. You should never overeat or undereat. You should not eat less, you should not eat more. How many of you can make a boundary perfectly for yourself? I can stop when I am satisfied. Very few. Can we try? It's more simple. No, nobody is coming to ask you, have you eaten this much? Nobody will question you. Okay. And it is your choice. When we have a lot of freedom, it's most important, and we become more responsible to understand this concept. The second aspect is that we should never chat while we eat. It should be considered as a prayer or a meditation. You just be with you. It's minimum 10 minutes, maximum 15 minutes you eat. We don't even spend that 15 minutes for ourselves. As she said, we are walking and eating. I've seen so many people just running here, there, having this, chatting with others. I don't feel how they enjoy food. Right? When we do all this kind of moving and consuming food, chatting, you don't get satisfaction at the proper time. That is where we end up with overeating, and we have lot of complications in our life. It's most important. It's a prayer in our culture. It's a prayer. It's a meditative process. Our forefathers and grandmas, when they enter the place where we start eating, there should be a pin drop silence. Even kids are not allowed to speak. They say, finish your lunch, then come back. I'll tell you a story. Okay. We start having a food in front of us, we chant shlokas, we chant mantras, and that offering makes you to get connected. And once you finish your meal, you have the entire day to chat, the entire day to do whatever you want. But this 10 minutes, 15 minutes is only to be with you and with the food. This makes digestion more comfortable. So we are eating food on proper time. We are eating food only when we are hungry, and we sit and meditate and eat. So you know it's sour, you know it's bitter, you understand the taste of the food, you accumulate lot of sense organs, you connect with, I have cooked today so beautifully, it has come out very well, you enjoy with yourself, you think about the next recipe, you plan yourself more comfortably. So there are a lot of positive things that's going to happen, and there is no toxins left over. This is the first step. The second step in our question is about the fasting. So today we have different concepts about fasting. A lot of theories. As per Ayurveda, there are different Acharya says many things. But when you speak about fasting, actually is when we don't eat in between the two meals is called as fasting. It is mentioned in Mahabharata. I was listening to one of my gurus talk when we are having a topic about fasting, and he said that in Mahabharata there is an explanation when we don't eat in between the meal is considered to be as a real fasting. Okay, it means that you have taken a complete meal, you are complete with your food, you are satisfied. Unless the body demands for the next meal, you are not going to give anything. Am I clear? So it's not for craving, it's not for the taste, it's not for that we have some stalls, we go and eat, we have card, we have to do this. So we force ourselves to go with this worldly affairs. You should make conscious awareness to know what is happening to you. And this is enough for me. That's it, no? We have already moved from one step. You're all become elderly now, you're more aware, you're more conscious. You are in this respected part of your life, you can make this decision very comfortably. Is it true? Yes. So fasting is not really demanding that neglecting food is fasting. You are eating comfortably, you are aware, and only when the system is demanding you should go for fasting. Fasting is considered to be as a treatment aspect in Ayurveda, but it is a treatment related fasting. Okay. When you are with toxins, there is a need, there is a demand from the body to eliminate the toxins, which you can't do it by yourself. So you need a help of a Vaidya or a physician. So we plan accordingly with the medications to go for a fasting that is totally different. It is a treatment aspect where you have a help of a support of a Vaidya. But when you do by just fasting, skipping your meal is not fasting. So the next meal you are going to just keep dumping yourself. There is no result of fasting. And you are going to chat and eat. There is no use of doing fasting. Again, the next meal you are going to walk and eat. You are not going to do your fasting. You are not going to get the benefits of real fasting. Okay. The principles are more important rather than just doing fasting. So when you do, where you do makes the difference. Okay. Fasting is best, but when you do makes the difference. So eating on time, proper meal at the proper timing, so the body really demands to listen to yourself, and you are going to eat only when you are hungry. The second step, you are going to eat without speaking. This is the first step you can prevent your Vata Prakopa. Do you agree? We keep on speaking and keep on pushing the food. So there are two different directions the body works at the same time. We are creating a problem when you are consuming food. This is one of the main cause for indigestion.
I can eat dinner early, say 7:30,
Okay.
and then I decide, right, I'm not going to eat anything until the next morning.
Okay.
And then just as I'm going to bed, I think, oh, I'm quite hungry,
Okay.
which could be sort of 11 a.m.
Okay.
and go for a biscuit. Should I leave the biscuit and go? I mean, what I'm trying to say really is it beneficial to go to bed hungry or to eat, satisfy yourself?
No, 11 p.m. you are hungry. It's not 11 a.m.
No, so I've eaten dinner at, say, 6:30, 7 o'clock. I've had an early dinner.
Okay.
And then I don't usually go to bed until 11, 11:30, 12.
Okay.
I've not eaten anything all evening, but then as I'm going to bed, I'm like, oh, I'm hungry.
Okay.
So
See, it's a false hunger. It's not your real hunger, right? If it is 11 a.m., it's a different hunger. Okay. So you have taken your food. That's very good time. You are managing early to bed, yes. But it is not completely digested. It's not a real hunger from a Ayurvedic perspective of understanding your system. So when you are really hungry, it will not be in this short duration. It means one thing, we are very clear, you have not taken a complete dinner. You have eaten less or you have taken something light. You are not satisfied. Only then you get a false hunger at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. Even with people with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, they have the habit of taking food every 2 hours. Because as soon as they consume, they run to the toilet. And they never feel satisfied. That's why they eat at 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Any time they will be having cravings and they keep having, because they don't feel they are satisfied. Here, you don't, the first thing I understand is that I think never you have satisfied your meal when you consume. You just have, once you feel satisfied, you will never have this in between cravings. You should go to bed, light food, so you get up in the morning and you feel real hunger, and don't go for biscuits at 11 o'clock. Just wait for the body to have a good appetite and have a comfortable breakfast. Have breakfast. Don't skip breakfast. That's the most important thing I want to mention to all the ladies here. Never skip breakfast. Breaking the fast is breakfast. That's why the word itself is breakfast, right? Please don't break your fast as early as possible. Have breakfast and you start working. Okay.
Sorry, I came a bit late, so I don't know if
No.
you mentioned already, but about the importance of breakfast, because I often do not feel hungry until like lunchtime.
I think even yesterday there were many people mentioning they don't feel hungry for baker. It means that the previous meal is not digested. It's a very clear indication of your system that the night you have taken wrong food, or the quantity is different, or you went to bed before the digestion. So the previous meal, when it is indigested, you won't feel an appetite for the next meal. And there is a gap already, right? It's a long gap. Even though there is a long gap, it doesn't mean you are having a good appetite for the early morning. It's because our system works differently in a daytime, and our system works completely different after the last part of the night. Okay, so it works differently. So we have to understand our system and plan your meal for dinner. Everything depends upon how you organize yourself. Just keep a plan. Prepare a menu for your dinner. Just do everything. Do it for a week. Definitely you will have hunger for breakfast. Okay.
My son eats breakfast.
Okay.
Then if a holiday is longer, like 2 weeks, I can notice that I start eating breakfast because there's food in front of my face,
Okay.
and I kind of become hungry for breakfast. So when I break this pattern, like 2 weeks, when I come back home, I'm actually again hungry for breakfast.
So you
And
should
then
continue this
And
habit,
then-
right?
Yeah.
You have
and then
created a
and
new
then
habit.
slowly, I go back into
See,
that
it
mode
means
that I don't need
you have
breakfast.
stopped having your hunger. You said you went for 2 weeks, you are developing an hunger, and you come back, you had an hunger. It means the system comes back to the routine. And you should follow that. It's not you're going to have a large quantity of breakfast. According to your hunger, just keep giving the food. If it is less, eat less. Just have a soup. If it is more, have a comfortable, complete breakfast. According to the hunger, just make a change so that you end up having a good lunch. If you are not having hunger for lunch, then it's a system. It's a problem, right? You should know to correct this cycle. Never skip a breakfast. It's very important to understand the system. You have a light dinner, have a time, quality time. So give you the time for the body to digest the night meal. So as soon as you wake up in the morning, you should start assessing yourself. Ask repeatedly this question. How do you feel when you wake up? You feel bloated, or you are feeling fatigued, or you feel light? It's an indication that the previous meal is digested, and you have a good evacuation, have a bath, come back and have a wonderful breakfast. A system is ready to take food. If there is a change, if you are not feeling well, have a little soup, just simple, that kindles your digestion. Then you get a good appetite for lunch, have a lunch. So you should know to balance between. If you don't feel like eating, it's full till dinner, it means the previous meal is not digested. And have very simple light dinner so that for the next day, you should make sure the body comes back. But most of us just keep on eating the same thing, just routine. And this is what is the reason for your accumulation of your toxins. As one of our students mentioned yesterday, we feel sluggish to digestion. But still we state, we want to eat, we need energy, we give all the important points to our mind, stating a good competition. It's not so. When you are hungry, you should give food. And the quantity depends upon your digestive fire. So it's very important in selecting the quality of what you consume. Okay. Anything else?
Hi, I just wanted to ask,
Yeah.
how can you test yourself whether you are kapha, pitta,
Please don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
Say after completing 6 years of Ayurveda course, when we come out of the college, to be frank, we don't know what is vata, we don't know what is pitta, we don't know what is kapha.
No.
See, it's an ocean, no? It's so much to understand vata, pitta and kapha. And we are totally confused after coming out because it's only in the book. It's very difficult to see in a person, right? And we went to our gurus and asked, really, sir, we don't know what is it. And he said, Ayurveda is very simple, Saraniya. I said, no, definitely not. He said, when we start understanding it as only a disease, it's very difficult to understand. We have to see many people repeatedly. So we understand the difference between Prakriti and Vikriti. Prakriti is nothing but the constitution of a person. So it's a group of qualities that you are born with. Until death, it is the same. It's not going to change. So we should understand what is Prakriti first to understand what is the difference, what is a diseased person. So this takes a lifetime. We are still learning. So definitely I would recommend not to go to Google. Please don't say I'm Vada. Please don't say I'm Pitta. We are not reading an Ayurvedic life. Okay.
Just one more question.
Sure.
Should you mix vegetables with milk or yogurt? Are you all right to...
See, mixing is it's a very big topic in Ayurveda to be discussed. I would really say just take vegetables, only vegetables. Never mix all together. So like mixed grains, mixed biscuits. Today we get all mixed millets. It's a new era. They want everything as if you are going to get energy. See, each one's digestion capacity is different, right? One can cook for 30 minutes, one dal can cook in 10 minutes. When you mix together, it is all the more complicated. You are creating the system, it will never digest. If you prefer to take, I would say, take each dal a day. So you get at least 7 varieties a day. Please do not mix. And vegetables to be cooked and consumed. Fruits to be taken raw. Do you agree? See, you see all birds just go on a tree, eat fruits comfortably. They don't eat vegetables. Okay. Vegetables to be contacted with fire. You steam, you boil, you fry, you change its property. There is a contact of Agni, so the quality changes, so it becomes more edible and easy to digest. But we cook apples, this and that, and we consume. See, raw salads are not recommended, except carrots and beetroots, because they are not vegetable, they come as a fruit category. Carrots and beetroots. See that the color itself is totally different. See, when you cook a climbers and creepers, the property is different. So there is a contact of sun. When you cut a a god, especially a snake god or something else, it looks like our intestine. Have you seen that? Okay, it's the most lightest food to be digested. But when you cook something under the ground, which was like a tubers, like potatoes, whatever it is, except carrots and beetroots, it becomes heavy to digest. Agni keeps differing, so each quality of a substance is different. When you put everything together, it's really tough for the system, right? You take carrot one day, you take beetroot one day, so you plan so that you have everything, you don't miss everything, but don't put it together. So you can eat carrots and beetroots raw? Yes. Yes. See, as I said, it comes under a fruit category and a vegetable category. It's not only a vegetable. Have carrot juice one day, have beetroot juice one day. So I make your work simple, right? Yes.
The pranayama, I'm a Kundalini person, so I do breath of fire. Is that good for your digestive fire?
Definitely, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. See, as whatever you can do by yourself without the help of anyone else, and you're maintaining your body is the best way to treat yourself. Of course, yes. No? That's the last part we'll be covering about menopause. Yes.
Our Western lifestyle is very different socially. So generally we gather in the evening for an evening meal. I love all the things you were saying, but
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to fit it in to a family.
See, exception is always expected. It's not going to have social evening throughout 7 days in your life, no? Only once in a while is okay, and try to minimize the chat while you speak, and after the dinner you can speak. Okay, you can create a change with your own family and friends. Why not they also get benefited out of it, no? We have to think in a different angle. It's all for you, it's not for us. I'm not going to get anything out of it. But it is very important that you don't get a disease, and when I see you next time you're feeling better, that makes a difference.
Oh, thank you. Can you suggest a meal plan, times and how many meals a day?
See, again, it depends upon your Agni, right? So my hunger is different from yours. It's not the same, my plain pan will work for you. So we cannot fit all sizes for all people. So according to your Agni, like 3 times a day you can definitely have. Early dinner is what we suggest. Okay. It's up to you, according to your convenience, according to your work, your family, routines and everything. You plan so that you don't skip your breakfast and have an early dinner will be my suggestion.
Okay. What about in between meals then?
In between, please don't eat if you are not hungry. It's not 11 o'clock having a big cup of coffee and you skip your lunch. It's not a good idea. If you are really hungry, your body demands you give something. It's not coffee all the time, have one juice. You can have some soups. So you have to choose wisely so you maintain your digestion. Okay.
Do you recommend not drinking while you're eating your meal?
Drinking water?
Yeah. Do you recommend not drinking water while you eat?
No, we recommend to drink water in between the meals.
In between,
as
not
per Ayurveda,
during the meal.
During the meals actually. While you're consuming food,
Yeah.
in between, you need to have few sips of water, which is mandatory, which helps in digestion.
Okay.
Like how you put it in a grinder, you put rice, and when it keeps grinding, you add little bit of water, so it becomes complete, right? The same happens with our body.
Thank you. Okay.
But it should be a boiled water. Buttermilk. Buttermilk is best. It's like a nectar. Definitely yes if you are hungry. So I would suggest you can even carry buttermilk to your workplace, prepare and have it at 11 o'clock in the morning. See, fruit juice, buttermilk, soups, in between if you are hungry, this will be very comfortable. But definitely don't go for baked items. When it is a baked item, definitely it has an impact on your Agni, so the next meal is disturbed. It should never leave your body to get disturbed for the next meal. So the digestion process have changed, the system has changed. So we can definitely have hunger for breakfast. The choice is here. One day have fruit, one day buttermilk. See, make everything more simple. As I said, the first step is you are getting detached, you are moving to the next cycle. You know everything, you have prepared everything enough in your lifetime. But now make it very simple. Don't take it too much into the system. And when you plan, when you have organized, you see your system works wonder. You will never feel fatigue in the body. You are undergoing degeneration, but this process is comfortable. You can go for a walk, you can do all exercise, you can maintain yourself. As we were speaking about exercise, I think I didn't mention about it. So exercise is very important. So it's not, there is a limit to stop exercising. There is no age group that has been mentioned in any shastras to stop. We always recommend to do. And it depends. You should not over exercise. Today's world, everyone does over exercise. Come from the office, have a big dinner, then go to gym, then work out. So it's totally, we miss everything. We collapse our system. It should be done in an empty stomach, preferably in the morning. This shift is very, very important. Please do not do exercise after you consume food. If you skip, no problem, but try to do it in the morning hours, just for 10 to 15 minutes to begin with. Then this consistency will take you so that you can prolong it for maximum 30 minutes. You can divide it even 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. Before your dinner, you go for your walk. Before your dinner, you don't have time in the daytime, you can do it in the evening for 10 to 15 minutes. So you maintain that consistency. Consistency is the key in Ayurveda. So you for 30 days, your Agni is normal, you have a good appetite for breakfast. So you will have your clock set without the help of any medication. And you will have a good sleep.
Just to clarify, asana practice is not exercise. So we do our meditation asana in the morning.
Okay.
But 30 minutes is when you exercise. Hello? Yeah. So I was just saying, asana practice meditation we do in the morning. I do in the morning, but actual exercise. So I like running, you know. So 30 minutes maximum. I can still do that on top of my.
No, I said you can divide it. You do something in the morning, then in the evening.
I don't do it in the evening, but yeah.
Yeah, you can divide, no? Just like people say, I go for a 10-kilometer walk. If you want to finish it in a stretch, I said take a break. Don't overdo.
Okay. So if I do asana, it's fine every day.
Yes.
And I can still do.
Yeah, I can say that you can do it in the evening session.
Ah.
So just going for a walk is enough. It is walking is called as Vata Anulomana, which brings your Vata to move in its downward direction. See, in olden age, we have a disturbance of Vata. We all know that, right? This quality is undergoing a change. So we want to balance this quality without undergoing an increase. To balance that, we should do to make it comfortable. It's like a traffic jam. So there is a traffic signal at one stage, all the car stops. But to some extent, you can see the two-wheelers can take a move. But at one stage, even the two-wheeler cannot move. That is how Vata keeps moving in our system. So we have to remove this block. We have to remove this traffic signal. Walking alone can change this without the help of medicine. Just walking for 20 minutes a day. It should not be like you put a shoes, socks, hearing pods and doing anything, cycling all at a time. No. Right? You should do a comfortable walk. So you listen to the sunset, you see a butterfly, you sit, relax, enjoy a butterfly, then you go. It's not like an obsession. It should be an enjoyable walk. So you start connecting with your body, mind and soul for 20 minutes a day. You feel a difference. Your Agni is regenerated. You can feel the change in yourself. Am I clear? Yes.
So in the morning, I get up at like 5 and then
Okay.
I do an hour's commute.
Perfect.
And I drink my coffee and
Okay.
then I do yoga and then I drink my coffee and then I don't eat till like 5 p.m. Is my coffee preventing me from eating? Have I answered my own question?
So you're waking at 5 o'clock is a very good habit. Okay. And going for a gym is a very good thing. So, but it should not start your abdomen just giving coffee alone, right? So coffee is up to you. You can make a choice. I don't want to start the system with a hot thing. It's like how you wake up in the morning, you just pour a hot water on your face. How do you feel? No, not really, no. Same with your system. You just pour such a big cup of coffee onto your system and it wants you to work throughout the day, thinking that coffee gives me energy. We give all positive attributes to coffee, right? But see, your Agni is disturbed. So I would suggest have breakfast, then with breakfast you have coffee.
Thank you.
It's not that you want to skip coffee. You can have, but don't give it in an empty stomach. Just make a small change. Water. Yeah. Yes. See, it's a habit, right? Good. It's a good sign.
No, well, it went downhill because
Okay.
somebody told me, oh, you should do intermittent fasting. So I started intermittent fasting and I was trying to lose baby weight because I have 4 kids. So I was pregnant for like a decade.
Okay.
And I lost the weight. And now I'm afraid to start eating breakfast because I think if I start eating it, I'm going to put the weight back on.
Definitely no.
So similar to this lady, I have a coffee in the morning at 7 and then I eat at 12. I'm just so afraid of reintroducing breakfast, but then when I go on holiday and it's all inclusive and my kids are eating, my husband's eating, I can't resist.
See, you're suppressing your natural urges, right? See, it's a fear again. It's not that you consume breakfast will put on weight. See, I take breakfast 365 days. It's in our thing, we never skip breakfast. We have to consume, and people who consume breakfast will put on weight is a wrong statement. It's not so. You are going to eat according to the system demand. So you are going to listen to your system. The body is demanding. You say you are hungry. Why you are not giving the environment for the body to work accordingly? You have a light thing, whichever is comfortable for you to get digested. So you plan your breakfast and lunch accordingly. Never skip breakfast.
What would be an example of something light for breakfast? Because I've heard there's some speakers who say don't have a sweet breakfast because then you're on a roller coaster of sugar cravings.
See, I would say just suggest to have a wheat dosha. You know, wheat gram, the flour you get ready-made from the supermarket. Just add water and salt. The dough is ready. You just put it on the pan, have some ghee, have 1 or 2. You're done. Pardon? See, she asked for a breakfast, I can say from an Ayurvedic view.
And what about oats? What's your
Yeah,
view
you can
on
consume.
oats?
See, whatever you are convenient, no, but don't take 7 days oats, right? That's it. Plan differently. So you can make your system work much better. 1 day fruit, 1 day oats, 1 day this. So you divide the system, so you maintain that, so you don't skip. You will never gain weight. Don't worry. Okay, you go for a walk. Yeah, wheat flour. Wheat flour, just take it, add water and salt. The dough is ready. Just put it in the pan, add ghee, carrots, onion, cumin seeds, according to your taste, convenience. But it takes little bit time to cook. That's all. No fermentation, no preservation. Don't go for the complicated idli, doshas and all. This will be your best choice. For any time you can have for breakfast, dinner, anything. Pardon? toast is fine, no problem. See here you're born and brought up with something different, right? So it's not you immediately shift from one culture to other. No, you can have bread again according to your Agni. Don't go for white bread. You can go for something which is made up of wheat, and not 7 days bread. So you can make changes in between. So this is what we want you to implement. It's not to stop everything. Excuse me.
In Western culture for eating a massively diverse, like they say 30 plants a week, and eat a rainbow. So I've started to have breakfast with loads of different types of fruits and vegetables. And I know you've already probably mentioned this already, but you just keep...
See, it's not the color is going to depend upon, it's most important the quality of the food you choose. It's not how much you eat, it is how you eat. Okay, it's not 30 plants. Don't measure and eat always, I say. Whatever is available from your local market, whatever is grown near your place, and what you get cheap, it means it grows in your country, you know. So try to add more to that. Don't try to take something in the global market and you consume which is not yours. Just follow your place of vegetables and fruits that is grown in your country and start consuming. And each fruit, each vegetable a day, you get different varieties. So you can plant 30 plants for a month, right?
So I live in a very, very diverse neighbourhood in London, in Peckham. So I can eat the world in my neighbourhood. So I shouldn't be having exotic food, or...
You can have, I say, you should not stop having, but don't put everything in one day and consume. That's it.
Oh, no. Okay.
That's it. Make it more simple, right? You enjoy everything. Excuse me, you can. Yes, you can consume. Definitely, 3 times you take chapati, no problem. See, wheat and rice are the 2 staple foods which we can have throughout our life. That is how the properties has been mentioned. It will not create any disturbance to the system at all. We start for the babies to any age group. You can take any number of days. It's up to you. We don't recommend only this. You can choose.
Hi.
Yes.
So I hear that you always have to listen to your body when it wants to eat, but my body wants to eat all the time.
See, it's a problem, right?
It is a problem. So how, I mean, nowadays, yeah, we have drugs like Monjaro and things that actually cuts off that craving to eat all the time. So how do
See, this is what you said the answer, right? It's a craving, it's not hunger.
Yeah, but what if you really...
See, hunger is different and craving is different. And we see, we are eating all the time, it's not by the demand from the body.
Okay.
You have not listened to your system properly, no? Just keep listening. It's not the demand, it's an habit. And somebody comes, just we'll start having. So you're forced to eat. And if you see a chocolate, you feel like eating. You're connecting with your senses. You're giving a pleasure to your sense organs. It's not the demand from the system. You should know where to stop. That boundary between craving and hunger, you should make a line. And this self-discipline will make you to a different level. That's why Ayurveda always says Swadharma is most important. The self-discipline. I'm not going to come and ask you what you had for your breakfast, what you're going to have for your lunch. It is what you pay respect to your own body and mind and how you maintain yourself. It's up to you. Am I clear your doubt?
No, you do, but yeah, maybe I need to just find,
See, the solution is within you.
Yes.
When we see as a problem, for every problem, Swamiji always says, the problem is within you. We no need to go in search for that. When we think about it, we will get a solution. We have not started implementing many things in our life. See, we all read many books. We know a lot of information in our life. But how many of us started implementing that information into our daily routine makes a difference from every one of us. She says she's waking at 5. She's waking at 4. See, we made a difference. When we are disciplined, we will do it systematically. And this makes each one unique in our own way of living. It's not that you won't get aging, it's not that so. We will go through this natural process, but this natural process will be very natural. You even know that you are aging. We had a patient, she is 84 now. She travels all over the world, and she started our, she's running a big factory and so on, and she started our company in Netherlands at the age of 70. She's a very big successful woman who started her career in India, in Delhi at the age of 25. She opened her stall in Netherlands at the age of 70. You think it's not the age to get retired, it's not the age you have undergone menopause, you are retired and so. It's the mind, how you kept it active. She's now 84, she's doing so well. Ayurvedic? Okay, you keep it empty. Sure, I'll just listen to her.
I came to it was either yesterday or the day before, and you said there was a few people here who are studying with you.
Yeah.
So how do I find out how to study with you, or have you got any information? How can we start to?
See, there is a platform, I think you know Dr. Parthasarathy. I am Mrs. Parthasarathy. So we run a platform where we teach real students who really want to learn about Ayurveda. There is a website called as Ayurveda Upadesha. So you can log into the website, you can get in connected with us.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. See, she was asking a question that according to the conception of the food. So we divide the food into the 4 parts, like solid, liquid. It's a very complicated things, but we don't want to go. We say we leave some space at the end for digestion. It's not, it means that you don't overeat. That's the understanding. There should be a minimal space for digestion. It needs some space, right? So you consume all food, whatever you choose to eat and everything. You finish and you are satisfied. That is the place to stop. This difference of eating when you are hungry, you get satisfied, you stop at a point, makes the digestion more simple, and you can have a comfortable, energetic way of living. So you don't have complications of menopause, whether it's whatever the complications, we can balance and come back to the routine. It's not menopause is for throughout your life till you leave. It will change. How long it takes to change make the difference. Once you start changing your diet and lifestyle and you're putting it in a correct line, this routine will make this changes very easy. Within few months we can come out of this. Okay, so the idea behind this session is that you should make a change in your daily routine if you want to maintain your arogya. Am I clear? I'm taking a lot of time. See you. Thank you so much. Okay. Do we have time? Is the next speaker is waiting for the session? Not the moment. So if you want to have any questions, I can. Yeah. Yeah. See, the last important thing when we speak about diet and lifestyle, when we speak about lifestyle, the role of meditation plays a major role. But today's world, people see meditation only very superficially. Yoga and meditation is not doing some exercise and asanas alone. So there are 8 steps, as you know, in yoga. Yama, niyama, then only is asana. Asana is the 3rd step. Do you know the first 2 steps in yoga? Yama and niyama. I have already told you the answer, right? You know, it's leading ourselves in a right way, thinking right, doing things right, consciously making an effort to be good to yourself. The self-discipline is the first 2 foundations of yoga. Then you make the next step of asana to have a physical fit, which is very comfortable after you have shaped your foundation. People skip the first 2 foundation, just jump to asana, doing all Surya Namaskara will not help you unless you make yourself to make a change. Just work on yourself. It's not possible. It's not a big difficult task. Every one of us know. And every one of us has a solution within ourselves, because we are all want to do everything good. And you are already in a different phase. You are successfully aging. You are the most respected part of your life. So you can take it in a comfortable zone. Have a wonderful growing period. Thank you.